now for another instalment of our road trip around the Malaysian peninsula. Good morning, it's day 12 and we're on the road to Perlis. Perlis is the smallest state of Malaysia and it doesn't have a sultan, it has a Raja. Now the Perlis used to be part of Kedah, but there was a hell of a lot of trouble with Siam, and 1821, of course, the Siamese took over. We did a bit of that history yesterday, and in 1842, after 12 years of struggle, the Sultan returned to power in Kedah, and unfortunately the Siamese decided that they would separate off Perlis from the rest of Kedah, and they installed their man there. And ever since, there's been a Raja. Sultans, Rajas, what's the difference? Well, obviously, Rajas are lower down on the pecking order, and the pecking order amongst the Sultans is extremely important. It's one of the ways they kept the colonial powers on their toes. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm just going to have a look at this scenery. It's really extraordinary here. It's a very pretty state.
Okay, tell me what you'll see.
I'm seeing water in the sky.
Oh yes, what was I talking about? Where am I? Oh, I'm in Kangar. Or is that Kangar? Anyway, this is where the question is obviously to be or not to be. Goodness, I got distracted then. Now here's a great museum, the Kota Kayang Museum. In the 17th century, the first Sultan built his palace here and called it Paradise. He's buried round the back. He chose the wrong successor though, and things went awry and the whole place fell apart. But the present museum tells a very comprehensive story from the earliest origins of humans to the troubles with the Siamese and then the two-faced British, as it calls them, and not without reason. When they took over in 1909, the state rapidly developed, though there was a bit of a hiccup when the Japanese gave it to Siam again. But at the end of the war, it was back in the Malay fold, and all the other sultans accepted the Raja as one of their own under the new constitution of the independent Malaysia. Now let's look at that scenery again. So please subscribe to this channel so that you can see what happens next at facebook.com/Lawrence and Helen.